What's going on, YouTube? Today I wanted to discuss something that came across my mind today, and that's that the more I begin to learn, the less I rely on others. So when I first started out, I always felt like, I had to rely on other people or other business types or whatever it may be. But I realized, like, as I begin to grow, like, for example, when I first started out, I felt like the most impossible thing was getting a warehouse to manufacture my products. And then I ended up, just sticking with it and creating my business. And now I have two warehouses that manufacture my products, one in Kentucky, one in Indiana. Well, I don't own them, but, they make my products and we have a deal worked out. So, at first I felt like I, this warehouse was just this unattainable thing, but and I felt like I needed to go out and find people, and no one would manufacture any of my products. But as I kept sticking with business and building, I ended up and not looking for anyone to help me, and just kind of continuing with what I was doing, and just kind of saying I don't really need as much help, or I don't need anyone to give me anything really. I realized that as I just kept that type of focus or mindset of I'm going to do it by myself, or I can get things done, or I don't need to rely on anyone, that's when you'll be able to have things come your way. And in business, at first when I started out, I felt I needed, I had to go out and get all these connections or everyone to, kind of partner with me. And, no one would accept me at first, like I just said. So I realized as I just stuck with it, or as you stick with it just in business or whatever you're doing in life in general, once you get good and perfect your craft, people will start to come to you, and you won't have to go out as much anymore as you start to really develop and refine whatever it is you're doing. And so, not to run off course, basically, largely, I realize is if you just continue with what you're doing, the more you learn or the more you develop your skills, you won't necessarily need to rely on anybody. You won't, or you'll need to have help in certain areas. But something I've learned is, unfortunately, the world we live in, people just aren't reliable. So you're gonna learn to, in certain areas or aspects of your business life or whatever it is you're doing, you're gonna learn to be able to reduce the amount of help you need, or the amount of, or reduce having to seek out someone else or someone's business to help you in that particular area, because you'll learn the skill set you need to fix the problem on your own, or to automate the problem, or as you see, I really enjoy automation, or be able to just solve whatever issue you need in that particular area. So when you learn to solve that particular problem, where you might have went and contacted someone or reached out to a business or a partner to get the help you might have needed in that particular area, you'll be like, I no longer need to do that because I know how to do it myself now. So, I can just fix that problem and it'll be solved, and you'll streamline all your processes much quicker that way. So that's my advice for today. The more you learn, the less you'll need to rely on others.